Good morning, guys. Good morning, guys. Previously, we have seen that error recovery techniques. Two techniques we have seen in the yesterday class. Unfortunately, we are unable to complete the error production, third technique, error production. Due to some signal problem, we are unable to complete that one. The topic of error production. Okay, already we have roughly completed this topic. What is this error production? Okay, whenever while writing the grammar, at the time of writing the production rules or the grammar rules. Okay, the compiler designer who is writing that grammar or who is forming those production rules. Okay, will add new production rules along with the normal language production rules. He will add some new augmented production rules which indicate the error messages, which will indicate the error messages. Okay, the compiler designer have some idea about what are the regular errors, regularly common errors that the programmer will do at the time of writing of the program. So basing on the idea of what are the common regular errors that the programmer will do at the time of writing of the program, the compiler designer will add new augmented production rules to the given grammar, to the grammar. Okay, so that those augmented production rules will generate the error messages regarding what is the corresponding error that was done by the programmer. Okay, that is the simply the concept of this errorless productions. Clear? Okay, here productions which generate error. Okay, production rules which generate the errorless construction. That means nothing but the error messages. The production rules which generate errorless constructions are augmented to the grammar. That means are added to the grammar by considering common errors that occur. Basing on the idea of the designer about the common errors done by the programmer, he will add some production rules. Okay, he will add some new augmented production rules, which will generate the errorless construction. That means error messages. He will add them to the grammar. Okay, these production rules detect the anticipated errors during the parsing. Okay, these augmented productions will give the anticipate means it will identify and give information about the errors that occur during the parsing. Whenever the time of input parsing, whenever an error has generated, it will indicate the what type of error has occurred. Error diagnostics about the erroneous constructs are generated by the parser. Error diagnostics means nothing but the error messages. Okay, error messages about these error indications are generated by the parser. Who will generate these error messages means nothing but the parser will generate those error messages. Diagnostic means identification. Okay, already medical diagnostics. That means they will CT scan, body scan, complete scan like that. They will scan that lines to identify the problems. Same thing here. Error diagnostics means nothing but the identification of error only. Okay, who will do this one means okay using the augmented productions, error augmented productions. The parser will do the error diagnostics. For example, if we take an example, I've seen the same example in the previous class also. This is the given grammar E implies plus E or minus E or star E or slash E or EA. This is the original given grammar. When we come to this grammar, plus E is accepted. That means whenever in the input parsing, if we got plus A, that is plus 3, accepted. Why? Because unary plus is there in the language directly. So unary plus is accepted. Similarly, whenever you get -3, that is minus E is also acceptable because another minus is there. But we don't have unary star. That means star 3, star E is not accepted. Slash E 3 star 3 slash 3 are not directly available in the language. So for these three things, when we come to these two, okay, star E and slash E, we have to generate the error for these things. It will generate the error. So what the programmer will do is, sorry, what the compiler designer will do is, since there is a chance of writing this one, he will add new errorless production rules for this one. He will modify this one. He will write like this. Some error message. Like this, he will modify. Now, for the given grammar, one more production rule was added. One more, one more production rule was added. This is called the augmented one. Errorless construct. When I was after star, we got A. Simply, it will generate an error. Error message will be generated depending on the error description we have given. Okay, this type of things, adding of the errorless productions. This augmented errorless production, adding of this is called the is a third technique. Clear? In our regular language, in our C programming, regular doing C programming, Java programming, same thing is going. Okay, in the compiler, errorless productions will be added. Whenever an error has generated, it will simply display the message. Error message will be displayed to the program. This is the part. There is a chance of getting this error. We are getting this error. That error message is displayed to the programmer. That is currently what's going on in the normal one also. Clear? That is the thing. This is about this one third technique, that is the errorless productions. Errorless productions is nothing but adding of the error productions to the grammar. Augmented error productions will be added. These are called the augmented production rules. Why? Because these are not actually belongs to the grammar. We are adding these extra to the grammar. Original grammar does not have these things. We are additionally adding the augmented ones. Clear? Why we are calling these as augmented means augmentation means additionally we are adding. That is the small thought technique. That is the errorless productions. Next, fourth one is the global correction. It is also similar to that of the phrase level correction. Okay, phrase level recovery we have seen. The second technique is the phrase level. It is also similar to that one, but somewhat different. Okay, global means whole side, whole it has taken. Global means normally we know what is a global variables. We know local variables. Local variables means, see, phrase level recovery is a local correction. This is a global correction. Okay, local correction means in that particular line, whatever the character or symbol missing, it will try to add that symbol, or whenever any character is extra, it will try to remove that one. That means it will do the statement level. Whereas when we come to this global connection, it will take the total program. Okay, in our language, simply to understand it will make correction on the total program, global correction. Whereas when we come to the price level recovery, it is a local correction. That means up to that token or that string only, it will do the correction. That's why it is called a local correction. This is the last one is a global correction. Generally, what will happen here is in the global correction technique, what will happen is we will use algorithms are used. Okay. Okay, the parser will use an algorithm to make modifications. Okay, it will use algorithms. It will use some algorithms which will scan the total input program. and try to suggest some modifications. Okay, basing on the errors generated, it will try to suggest some modifications to the total program. Here, correction or modification is suggested on the entire program, not only the particular string. That's why it is called a global correction. First, we will see this one once. These are the algorithms. Global correction will use algorithms to make changes to incorrect string into correct string to modify the incorrect string into a correct string. Global correction will use some algorithms. These algorithms will try to perform minimal sequence of changes. They will try to perform as many as minimum as possible changes, okay, to obtain global least cost correction. That means it will try to perform only minimal changes. It will try to perform as many as minimal changes it can perform. See what will happen here is when a grammar G and an incorrect input string P is given, the given grammar is G. G is the given grammar and P is the input string which is not matching to the grammar. When a grammar G and an incorrect string P is given, these algorithms find a parse tree for the string Q. These algorithms will find a parse tree for the string Q related to P with a small amount of transformation. That means since the incorrect string P is not matching to the grammar G, this algorithm will try to identify another string Q. Okay, it will generate another string Q. Okay, with a slight modifications to the P, with a minimal changes to the string P, it will form a new string Q, which is as per the grammar G. Clear? Simply, whenever an incorrect string P has came for a grammar G, whenever an incorrect string P has came, what it will do is, okay, it will try to generate a new string with a which is matching to this grammar G. Okay, how this new string Q is formed means the new string Q is formed with a minimal changes to the original string P. By making small changes to the original string P, it will generate a new string Q, which is acceptable by this grammar G. That is this global correction. Okay, here string means not a single token or nothing. Okay, entire program will be taken as a string. The total thing in the total string given is the total data given to the parser is taken as a string here. That means, for example, if you write a C programming, 10 lines C programming, all the 10 lines will be considered as a single string. Okay, it will try to make modification to the entire string. That means the entire program. That's why it is called as a global correction. When we come to the phrase level recovery, out of the 10 lines program, if first line has error, it will try to modifications on the first line only. If second line has error, it will try to make modifications to the second line only. That means wherever it has error, only that error, that area only it will try to modify. That's why it is called a local correction. But here when we come to the global correction, it makes modifications on the entire program. That's why it is called a global correction. Okay, the changes that are made in the global correction may be adding of the new symbols, deletion of the existing symbols, or changing of the tokens. All these will come to this category of global corrections only. Okay. Okay, advantage, it can be used for frameworks best. You can choose this global correction on the entire program. Disadvantages, it is too costly in time, in the terms of time and space. Okay, since we are making, it is making it a modification on the entire program. Okay, in the time, in the concept of time compression, space complexity is too complex. It is too costly. That means it will take more amount of space as well as the more amount of time for performing the things. That's why generally when we come to the practically, this global connection is not preferred by the compiler designers. Why? Because it will take more amount of time, more amount of space. If our compilers are taking more amount of time for compiling the program, okay, the users may not prefer our compiler, so they don't prefer the. If your compiler is taking the more amount of space, also space and time, then the clients may not prefer this one. Okay, we can't wait for much amount of time for getting the result. That's why. Okay, global correction is not regularly used. Okay, it is not that much regularly used when we compare with the first three techniques. This is briefly this topic of this one. Error recovery techniques. How many errors are there? Compile time errors, runtime errors, lexical errors. Next, compile time errors are lexical errors, syntactic errors, semantic errors. Okay, for get to for handling these errors, we have the four common error recovery techniques. Panic mode. That means all the input string characters after the error, all the characters coming are discarded until the required character has occurred. Raise level recovery. Local correction will be made at the statement level. The statement which got the error at that statement only, it will try to make a local correction. Erroneous productions. In the erroneous productions, new production rules will be added to the grammar. Okay, new production rules will be added to the grammar, which will act as a erroneous constructs. That means it will act as a error message. Next, global correction. In the global correction, the entire program will be, we will make a local correction. It will perform correction. The algorithm will take the entire program as a string and it will try to make correction on the entire program level. That's it is for the global correction, but it is take too much time and too much space. That's why it is not preferred by the most of the compiler designers.